Hey everybody, welcome back to some more Pokemon with your host as always, Mah-Dry-Bread, and returning special guest co-host, What a Geek.
Da 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 da.
Da 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 da. So, you may notice that I'm running to the left, and you may be wondering, well, why
You're
is he
actually
running?
You're actually running down.
Oh shit.
Now you're walking down, up, and you got a Pokemon battle.
So they may be wondering, why isn't he progressing? Well, that's because we're recording this on another Friday. It's been one Friday since the last recording. And we want to go catch that Pokemon. Now, I still don't know what the Pokemon is. All I know is... Jesus.
Baneri!
I haven't caught that yet. Okay. Is it just me, or does it look just like the swirly Pokemon from 3rd Gen?
Spinda?
Yeah.
I don't know. Spinda doesn't quite look like a rabbit, but... I guess its color scheme is very similar.
Now, I think it's the shape that's similar to me, but,
By the way,
wrong.
you may recognize its evolution, because that, along with, like, Gardevoir, have been used for those anthropomorphic Pokemon hentai.
It's
Stuff.
no good. It's impossible to aim when they're... It's impossible to aim when they're two Pokemon!
How do I Pokeball?
Am I just gonna throw the Pokeball, like, woo, 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 and, like,
you
hit the
accidentally
woman
trip and
beside
hit
me?
I was gonna say capture her Chansey instead.
The way they put that, it's not like... It's just... I can't even think of an excuse for them. It's so stupid.
I like to think they're just cardboard cutouts of the Pokemon, and it's like,
I can't aim.
it's impossible to aim when there are two of them. And you break one of them down. Oh, there we go.
1, 2.
Impossible.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. Endure is when you run out. If you take a hit on that turn and you run out of health, you'll be left with 1. Right?
Say it again.
If you use Endure and you would have died that turn, you don't. You have 1 health.
Yes.
Awesome.
So as long as you have Endure going that turn, like even if it's a double battle, the least amount of health you can have is 1.
Alright. Its ears are always rolled up. They can be forcefully extended to shatter even a large boulder. Funny, because they didn't do that against me. I kind of question whether or not they can do that.
That Pokemon excels at speed and attack primarily.
Is she really gonna just wait for me?
Yeah, she will.
Okay, she's got no life.
It got a Mega Evolution in 6th Gen, and I've been using it a lot, and it's very resourceful. It can learn all the elemental punches, it can learn Fake Out, its Mega Evolution gets a Fighting type subtype, and it learns High Jump Kick, so it gets stabbed from that. It's a great user of Return, you know, just all around a good attacker.
I always liked the, one reason I always liked Hitmonchan, although I usually picked Hitmonlee. I can go this way. One reason I always liked Hitmonchan, I thought elemental punch moves are really cool. Okay, so it's just over here, right?
Correct.
Do you have any recommendation on what Pokemon I should have out front?
Ponyta is the only one that could do some damage to it without killing it.
Okay.
Except for Kricketune, actually, but Kricketoon's gonna do barely anything.
I'm gonna save here, just in case.
Save a lot of data, because, you know, you caught that Baneri. And you're gonna have to save a lot of data again after you catch the Pokemon.
By the way, I noticed I got a Heal Ball. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a Heal Ball is just the Pokemon you catch. If it goes into your inventory, it will not be hurt, right?
Correct.
How fucking worthless is that?
Try saying that in a Nuzlocke.
Okay, in a I don't know if that'd be...
There it is.
I think I've seen this before. Can I just walk around it? Yeah.
You can.
So there's only one of
Just gonna
this.
hang out. Yeah, I think it respawns every Friday, but I could be wrong. That's more
You
just
should
like
Google that real quick.
Alright, hold on.
That might be worth Googling.
Drifloon!
Drifloon. See, I don't know much about this one. This is one of those 4th gen ones that are kind of weird and I didn't really pay much attention to.
It's a ghost and flying type.
It looks really cool. I kind of like it.
And it evolves into a Drift Blim, so there you go.
I might have seen that one. Yeah, I kind of like this thing. I might want to give this one a chance.
Yeah, I would recommend it. Drifloon's pretty cool.
Oh wow, that doesn't do much.
It has a lot of HP.
Alright. So ghost Pokemon with a lot of HP. Is that seems uncommon to me.
I think it might be. I'm actually gonna look up Drifblim right now.
Alright. Here's a question. Kricketune, does it get False Swipe? Or
It does. I'm pretty sure.
Oh god, I love that move.
Okay, so yeah, Drifblim's best stat by far is its HP, and it's got decent special attack, and speed. Its defenses are kind of lame, but yeah, it's got 150 base HP.
Heal Ball didn't work.
It has the same catch rate as a Pokeball.
Oh. Minimize, you son of a bitch. I want it so bad now. I like its moves.
I remember you said in the past, either on stream, on recording, I don't know, but you said that you used to like using like Sand Attack to lower Pokemon's
Oh yeah.
stats.
Even earlier in this playthrough, I said Double Team is awesome. Episode 10, I love the move Double Team.
Mm-hmm.
I love any kind of evasiveness, like especially Double Team, because then you're applying it to your own Pokemon. Trainers, they lose Pokemon so fast that, you know, if you spend all the time Sand Attacking one guy, it's going to be pointless after you fight the next guy. But with Double Team, it kind of carries over in that your Pokemon still has its evasiveness bonus.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to be a complete cock and draw out the match way too long, then you keep using Sand Attack and Double Team.
And it's just annoying for the other person if they are in fact human.
Yeah.
And not AI.
Ooh, it's a balloon Pokemon. Because of the way it floats aimlessly, an old folktale calls it a signpost for the wandering spirits. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
There's actually some interesting trivia about Drifloon in terms of like the species itself. It's been known to steal children that mistake it for a regular balloon, as Bulbapedia says here.
Yes, I have read that actually. I remember that. I remember being surprised when I read that I hadn't read a creepypasta with that as a plot yet.
Yeah, Drifloon's story is kind of creepy.
Well, I'm sure there have been plenty of creepypastas with that
Oh,
plot,
yeah.
just none that I have read.
No good ones that you've read.
No good ones that I've read.
No rememberable ones.
Rememberable.
Rememberable is like memorable, except you can rememberable it.
Okay.
Do you get it, though?
Words.
Okay. Glad we got that established.
Yeah.
You could just quickly move Pokemon instead of just deposit.
No.
That's how I always do it. Instead of going to deposit and then withdraw, and it's like, Durr.
So I could potentially keep catching these over and over if I came back every Friday.
I think so. Maybe if you killed that one, then you can come back Friday and get another one. But
now, can this ghost breed with a thing?
it can. It's amorphous, but I don't know what else it could. What you currently have that would be amorphous.
It's hasty. I would assume that helps speed?
It helps speed, believe lowers defense.
I don't know if I like that. Well, I guess defense isn't a big deal for a ghost, is it?
Not really.
Not a big deal at all, actually. Well, actually, elemental punches would probably be a pain.
Yeah, especially
this thing's actually got a lot of speed. And a shit ton of health. Yeah, you were right about that. Gust, focus energy, astonish, and minimize. I don't hate that too much. That's not bad. Okay, so category. The smashy thing is physical, and then the warbly thing is special, right?
You got it.
Gust is special?
Yeah, it used to be physical.
Well, that's weird, because the force of wind is a physical thing. Okay.
It doesn't make direct contact, is the thing.
My attack and my special attack is almost equal, so I don't think I care too much. And it's nice that I have one special attack and one attack one, in case I fight something that has very low of one of them.
Okay, so fun fact, Drifloon can actually breed with coughing.
Oh god, I want to do that. I want to get a few more coughing.
I don't know if you can find coughing in the main game.
Coughing is one of my favorites. It's my second favorite Pokemon ever.
Let's see here. Platinum, he's actually able to be found in Stark Mountain, but that's way later in the game.
I forgot I caught one of these.
Yeah, he was in your PC earlier.
I love the noise Ponyta makes. I love that they keep the sound effects that they made in the old games, like in the newer games.
I saw an IGN review a while back of, I think it was either Platinum or Gen 5, where they criticized that they kept the same clips from Gen 1.
I like it. Except for Pikachu, didn't they make it so Pikachu like says Pika-Pee or something?
He says that in the newer games, yeah.
Which I can understand why they did that, and it's kind of cool that they did that, but I personally would have preferred the original. Also, I can catch one of these. I haven't caught one yet.
Correct.
I don't even think I have a grass Pokemon, because I
think
threw mine away.
I think the term I'm thinking of is Bit Crushed, but they did kind of change the Pokemon cries in the newer generations from what they used to be. They are similar, although not exactly the same as what they used to be.
Question.
Wow, that Badoo's got high evasion.
Yeah. That fucking fetus acorn. So hard to hit. Question.
Answer.
Stun Spore or any other kind of Spore moves. In a double battle, would it hit both of us? Or
No.
could it potentially?
No, not Stun Spore.
That's dumb.
Although, I feel like there is a few powder moves that can hit multiple targets.
What the hell is the difference between Stun Powder and, or Stun Spore, whatever you call it, and, oh, what was that move Ekans has that paralyzes?
Glare?
Glare. What the fuck's
Stun
the
Spore
difference?
is less accurate.
Okay.
And in newer generations, because Stun Spore is a grass move, it does not affect other grass-type Pokemon.
I had no idea that Badoo was poison type. I know grass and poison's crazy common, but this didn't look poison to me.
This is the baby form of Roselia.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Sensitive to changing temperature, the bud is said to bloom when it feels the sun's warm touch.
I believe Chlorophyll is one of its abilities, but its other ability I definitely know is Poison Point.
Its poison skill is Chloroform.
Exactly.
It knocks you out. I guess it
Okay,
would make
stop.
sense.
Damn it. You could have fought one-on-one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this was one of the double battles where if you just talk to him.
I see it. I see it. I see you going down in defeat.
You haven't pronounced a single ellipsis yet.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, it's been so long since the fucking days of... Why have I forgotten his name? Dave K. Jordan? David K. Jordan? Was that YouTuber?
I'm gonna go double check.
When a trainer and a Pokemon bond as one, you get arrested. Ellipsis.
Okay, so when I type in Ma- in YouTube, the first result is you, Mah-Dry-Bread. The second result is Mana. And the third result is Mah-Dry-Bread Payday 2.
Wait, holy shit, I'm more popular than Manamana? What the fuck?
I know, it's surprising.
Oh my god, I'm a cultural icon.
Should I read off the next three?
Yes.
Ma-E-Mir, Ma-Eru, Ma-Eru Song, Ma-An Mendoza is the fourth one. And then right after that, Mah-Dry-Bread Dawn of War.
So you didn't even get a single creepypasta on there.
Nope.
Because my creepypasta are still the most popular. Okay, question. I know I used to know how this worked, but I don't remember anymore. Hidden power, how does it determine what it is and is not super effective against?
IVs or personality values? I can't remember. I think it's IVs.
And another question. Hidden power always sucks, right?
Usually. People actually use it in competitive because it helps with type coverage. It's base 60 power, but its type dependent on the IVs, yeah. I just looked it up.
Really 60 power?
Yes? Hold on.
That seems high. That move has always done
Generation 6, it's now always 60 base power.
That's interesting. What was it in other games? Because it feels weak whenever I use it.
Yeah, it inflicts damage using a type and base power determined by the user's IVs.
Huh.
That was between Generation 2 and 5.
Another question. The Pokemon Unknown. Always worthless, right? Like it was only for the awesome gimmick thing of catching the alphabet?
Yep.
Okay. So
although,
never had any other proper use, right?
When we streamed Pokemon Showdown, Joe, me, and Guy, I had gotten a random team with unknown on it. It was choice specs, so it could only use one move, but its special attack is boosted by like 3 stages. And since it could only know hidden power, and that hidden power was psychic, I would be doing a psychic type move with a psychic type Pokemon that was also boosted special attack. So that was an interesting combo.
Huh. And to this day, Unknown can learn nothing else, even with TM and HM, right?
That's correct. It's just a gimmick Pokemon.
God, why would you ever waste a slot on your team with that thing?
Pokedex Pokemon, not gimmick Pokemon, I think.
What would you consider more important, Growl or Tail Whip?
Growl can hit multiple Pokemon, but if your
point.
Ponyta goes down, then Growl will stay in effect for the opposing Pokemon that you could, like, whittle down things.
Flame Wheel's physical.
It's probably better than Ember for a Ponyta, but you might also need a special attack. So my personal recommendation is get rid of Tail Whip.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that. Flame Wheel! Yay.
David K. Jordan 111111.
There we go, that was the username of the first ever person on Screenshot Warfare. Fuck that guy. Wonder what he does nowadays.
Link in the description, I guess.
The old
Nope.
chateau, ellipsis. There should be none alive in it, ellipsis. I killed them all, ellipsis. And yet there is a pervasive sense of presence, ellipsis. There still remains many mysteries yet to be solved in this strange world, ellipsis. Okay. One of those mysteries, by the way, was who's going to win that fight, and you guys were wrong about that, so I don't think you're qualified to figure out these mysteries. These Martin mysteries, if you will. I forgot to switch out from Ponyta. I don't have that one yet, Silcoon. Silcoon turns into Butter Beautifly.
Beautyfly.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Wait, my health? Oh, right, she heals. Yeah. So, Flame Wheel. Do I surround myself in fire and tackle? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I believe you're able to catch a Wurmple in the forest, although you found Silcoon first, so... Okay,
Yeah.
so David K. Jordan 111111.
Doesn't
His
he just do,
profile
like,
picture
Mac
is
reviews?
Doesn't
he do like Mac reviews? Isn't that's what he was doing? Because for anyone who doesn't know the context of that video, it was the way Screenshot Warfare ever started was basically I just read a comment that was too douchey to not pass up, or to pass up rather, because you know I know how to use Adobe Premiere Pro. That's my editing software of choice. And I was looking through videos on like different tutorials of how to do different little effects in it and stuff. And I was just kind of surfing through this guy's channel, and one of them was on like how to do a stop motion, or no, how to freeze frame. And I went on that because I was going through his things in the suggested videos, and I was like, well, that's weird. He's doing this differently than I would. So I started watching it to see how he did it, and he did it wrong. Where it actually, like, you can see it in the video, but he doesn't address it. It freeze framed at the wrong part. Like, it forced it back to the beginning of the clip and freeze framed that, which isn't what he was trying to do. He just didn't address it. He acted like it didn't happen at all, like he didn't notice. And a guy really politely says in the comment section, like, points this out. And this guy just really douchey responds. He's like, oh god, if you know so much, why don't you do it better? And so I took a screenshot of that, and then I showed me doing it better in, like, because he said, like, the guy who commented, he's like, he pointed out that problem, and he also said, like, the video, he's like, the video's 15 minutes long, and I don't mind too much, but, like, would you mind doing it a little bit quicker? And he's like, you do it. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And then I did it, and I showed him how to do it properly in 15 seconds. And he got angry. He got really angry. And then he tried to call me out. He inboxed me and he was like, oh, but I bet you won't show what I'm saying now on Screenshot Warfare. And then I screenshot that and made a Screenshot Warfare ban. I was like, don't challenge me. Don't tell me not to, because then I'm gonna do it. And then he got all pissy again.
Okay, so on his channel, he has actually not done too many Apple stuff reviews in a little over 2 years.
Huh.
When he stopped, like the sign of him stopping that, the next video is Xbox One versus PS4. This was a year ago. And then there's
I'm sure he's level-headed on that.
Probably. His next video is a 10-minute long video, Xbox One, my opinion. And then his next 2 videos are about Titanfall, talking about critics. And then a 17.5-minute video, how to use www.thegamecrafter.com, with www being in all caps, and the capitalized T and G for the Game Crafter.
I don't like that guy.
And then his next video is ScreenFlow 5 feature, very cool, and it looks like a handheld iPhone screen. It looks like an iPhone screen, but with like screen capture. And then his next video is called Mario Kart 8 DLC. He spelled kart with a C, and it's camcorder vision of his TV of apparently his 2 sons playing Mario Kart.
Oh, he's not responsible enough to take care of children.
I
assume a lot about him. I assume he has not matured at all since the day I talked to him.
Not at all. And then his next video, his most recent one, is Great Best Buy Deal. It's 1 minute and 44 seconds long.
Man, it's a shame you couldn't teach me how to do a freeze frame that quickly. Okay, hold on. Trainer battle. Here comes the swarm. You don't play Zerg. You're not that cool. My senses tingle, ellipsis. I've spotted a rare Pokemon. No, you spotted a human. You sick
Why do
fuck.
people always confuse the two?
Does like that happen a lot?
That's a common trope in Pokemon. Where you get challenged to a battle, I found a rare Pokemon, and it's just a dude in a hat.
It's a dude in a hat, and he throws out his Mankey. So, Burmy, that's the thing that changes in its environment, right?
Correct.
That's fucking cool. Was it 4th gen when they started coming up with, I guess it was 3rd gen a little bit, when they started coming up with these really cool, like, Pokemon that are changed by really interesting things.
Mm-hmm.
I guess 3rd gen started it, but they didn't do much with it. Like, there was stuff like, the spinny thing we were talking about before, where they can have different patterns. It's
Spinda.
Spinda, yeah. It's a very basic version of what I'm talking about, but it's cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, Burmy has actually 2 mechanics about it. When it's in the Burmy form, it changes its coat based on the environment that it last battled in. So if you're indoors, it changes into the trash form, which is the one you just fought, the pink one.
Okay.
It gets the rock/ground form if you're battling in a rock/ground area, like a desert or something.
Cave?
Or like on a mountain, caves too. And then there's also the grass form, which just covers them in leaves, and it's on just wild grass in a forest or whatever. If it's a female Burmy, it evolves at level 20 into Wormadam, and the type of Wormadam it evolves into, it stays with the coat that the Burmy was last. And there are 3 types of Wormadam. There's the bug grass type, which is of course the grass coat, the bug ground type, which is the rock/ground coat of Burmy, and then there's the bug steel type, which is the last one. And no matter where you go and where you fight with that Wormadam, it will always stay that kind of Wormadam.
That's
if it's
really
a male,
cool.
If it's a male Burmy, however, it will always evolve into the same type of Mothim, which is a bug and flying type, similar in kind to like Beautifly or Butterfree. It's got good special attacks. It's kind of frail, but it's still a nice thing to have around.
I thought it was a rare Pokemon, but it turned out to just be a trainer. There's a Pokemon ability named Swarm.
You know, your Cricketune has that.
Oh my god, he doesn't say what it is. It's like a fucking 3-year-old who learned a... 3-year-old. It's like a 3rd grader who just learned a fact about a thing. Did you know? God. Ups bug type moves in a pinch. Okay.
It's basically...
Low health, right?
Yeah, 1/3 of your health.
Um,
It's the same as Overgrow, Torrent, and Blaze, which are the starter abilities,
yeah.
but for bugs.
For butt bugs.
Hoot hoot.
Hoot. I like that one. Right, another 3rd generation unique Pokemon thing that I loved. I think it was Shedinja?
Shedinja.
Was that the ghost one?
Yep.
Okay, that was so cool. And I didn't
Dude, Shedinja's one of my favorite Pokemon.
I had to Google it before I understood why I had it. Like, I evolved a Pokemon, and all of a sudden, like, I checked my inventory a little later, I was like, when the fuck did I get this thing? And I was so confused, I Googled it later, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh god, that was such a fun Pokemon. I wasn't any good with it, but it was fun.
Yeah, Shedinja's great, especially in the newer gens.
So yeah, I had a lot of fun with that Pokemon, that was so cool. I always like Ghost Pokemon in general, just because, like, the novelty of getting hit by, like, one less type of move was
Two,
really
actually.
cool to me. Two? Was it fighting as well?
Fighting, well, yeah.
For some reason, it just felt really powerful. It's why I always used Rock Pokemon, too, is, like, despite how it's got a ton of weaknesses, it just feels like... Oh, I didn't know there was a last item used thing. I'd never noticed that before. Despite how it's got tons of glaring weaknesses, Rock and Ground types, they're just so durable to that, like, the one time they use, like, the enemy uses normal type, it feels like that for some reason that would happen more often than they would use something good against it. Even though it probably wasn't. But to this day, I still love Rock and Ground types, especially Rock types, and that's why I have my Onix. I love having at least one Rock type on the team, it's fun.
While I'm thinking about it, too, are you aware of the ability named Scrappy?
I feel like I knew it at some point, but I don't remember it right
it's
now.
basically an ability that I think only normal types can have, where it's like a permanent foresight being applied to a Ghost-type Pokemon. It enables the user that has Scrappy to hit a Ghost-type Pokemon with normal and fighting-type attacks. And it's worth noting that Mega Lopunny, the evolution of that Baneri you caught earlier, is a normal and fighting type attacker, so it gets same type attack bonus from both normal and fighting moves. So if you're going up against a Ghost type Pokemon, you get 1.5 times damage to that Ghost Pokemon with Scrappy as its ability.
It's really good.
Yeah,
Although,
it's definitely a force to be reckoned with.
I would imagine that doesn't come in handy all that often. I mean, how often do you fight ghosts?
Online, it's more common than you think, because a lot of people pack Gengar, and to be more specific, Mega Gengar.
Oh, well, I would imagine ghosts are pretty popular online, but, like, in terms of just playing through the game single player, you don't fight ghosts very often at all.
Not at all.
And if you're playing single player, you can just beef up whatever your starter is, and your elemental moves will sweep them.
And not to mention, you don't get the Lopunny Mega Stone until much later in the game, so by that point, it kind of defeats the purpose. But at the same time, like, Kangaskhan can have Scrappy, and in X and Y, that actually... Like, you can catch a Kangaskhan fairly early on, and then get its Mega Stone.
You can catch a Kangaskhan early on?
Yes, actually.
Oh, that's cool. I would totally catch a Kangaskhan early on.
I think the lowest level you can catch it at is 15 or 17.
That's not bad. I might use that as my main whenever I play through that. That's awesome. See,
I don't know about its Mega Stone, though, because I think it might only come into use in post-game. I'm not sure. I know you can get some Mega Stones during the main game.
For some reason, I tend to really like those Pokemon that not a whole lot of people tend to use in single player. At least they weren't popular amongst people I talked to growing up. But they were, like, really cool Pokemon that never evolved. You tend to not get them super early, but they're not, like, super hard to get either.
Well, actually, Kangaskhan falls under that category of cool, not many people have it, because it was hard to catch.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely really hard to catch. As fucking Safari Zone in first gen was brutal.
Yeah, Tauros falls under the same boat.
I was actually about to say, Tauros, I used him in my second gen playthrough on the channel. And part of it is just because I love Tauros. I think it's like such a basic looking Pokemon, but it's a really fun one, and it is so strong. Kangaskhan is in the same boat where I really like that Pokemon. It's got cool moves. I think Dizzy Punch is really cool, and it's just a cool Pokemon. Electabuzz and Magmar I always really liked, as, like, they don't evolve, and they're, well, they do
prior
now.
to this gen.
In first gen, they didn't evolve, and they were just kind of these cool Pokemon that not many people used. And I just thought it was really cool. And you never really see trainers even use it in-game. It's okay, so the Chateau's just up there, right?
Correct. There's actually a unique Pokemon that you can catch there.
Yeah, it's the Electric Ghost, right?
Yep, Rodham.
Oh, there's an exit. I'm so relieved we finally got here. I would never have been able to get through this by myself. You're not a very good trainer.
She has a chance to be fair.
Thank you very much, MDB. As a token of my appreciation, please accept this. Soothe Ball. So why can't she give me whatever item she was using to heal my whole team every battle? Like, that's extraordinary. I'm sure we'll meet again somewhere. Bye for now.
Because I'm pretty sure she just, like, stockpiled on elixirs, potions, and she used Chansey's Soft Boiled to help out a little.
She's a hell of a sprinter.
I know, right?
She's gone already. Alright, I'm gonna bring Cricketune out, and we're 30 minutes in, so I think we'll end this episode here. But I'm pretty pumped for when I get a good opportunity to use my Ghost Pokemon. That one looks like a fun one. You said it evolves, right?
It does.
By level?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, don't tell me what level. I think I'll let myself be surprised by that one day, because I have a feeling he might be a mainstay in the party. He's a cool-looking one. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Maybe next time Brandon will be here. I don't know. Willie? I'll check my Skype in a while.
What's that about your Willie?
I'll check my Skype in a minute. I see I have a message. Might be the Bland Bland.
It
Until
is
next
Bland
time.
Bland.
It is the Bland Bland? Is he saying he can record now?
He didn't say that, but he did say he's sorry.
Oh. Tell him that he's a bick. Until next time, have a nice day.
Later.